MSKF5RR asks, after a divorce this year, I'm trying to go back and get my degree, just to advance my job right now with plans to attend WGU. I want to start off with my associates. Where can I get this fast? And I have to say, I think this would be a huge mistake. You guys probably noticed that I'm filming somewhere different. It is currently 110 degrees in Las Vegas right now, and the shed I film videos in is not insulated, so I tend to get cooked out there, and I just was like, yeah, today I don't want to get shoved into an oven. A lot of clients and consultations ask me like, hey Cliff, do you think I should go get an associate's degree before I get my bachelor's degree? Like, should I get one along the way? Should I get it as kind of like a confidence boost so that I know I can do it, so I know I can go get that bachelor's? Maybe it'll help advance my career. But my response is generally a polite but firm meh. You see, in the American economy, associate's degrees very rarely can do anything for you. There are some very specific associate's degrees that are correlated to career fields and job advancements that'll help you go and get like a very specific, usually trade-focused job. Like maybe you can get an associate's in welding or carpentry. Air traffic control is one of the highest paying ones. I think I've heard of like elevator repair and a bunch of other really cool, really important stuff. But if you're wanting to get an associate's degree in preparation for getting a bachelor's degree, which will help you get a promotion or a job that requires a bachelor's degree, then associate's not gonna do much for you, which in the end means that for like 99 out of 100 career fields, an associate's degree is just gonna waste your time. Now I know it can feel like I'm going into this big bad bachelor's degree experience and I'm not sure if I can do it, but if I got a 60 credit associate's degree first instead of my 120 credit bachelor's degree, well then I would have the confidence to keep moving. Now the fact of the matter is that traditionally earning an associate's degree would take somebody 2 years full-time going to classes. If you were to hack an associate's degree, you could probably knock it out in 9, 12 months pretty easily. But a bachelor's degree is gonna take like at the most 6 months more to knock out. And there are a lot of ways to speed that process up even more. And so for somebody who's being really intense about this and trying to graduate really fast, you might finish your associate's degree in 6 months, and then it takes you another 3 months to do a bachelor's degree. But the thing is that if you spend all that time on the associate's degree, it'll actually slow down your bachelor's degree and cost you more. Part of the reason for that is that not a lot of online schools offer associate's degrees because there's just not a demand for it. You might be able to find some at like Liberty University, at Thomas Edison, but they're only really there as placeholders for the very few number of students who wants them. In this particular situation with MS, who wants to go to WGU, or anybody else who wants to go to UMPI, or basically anybody who wants to go to a competency-based program, I don't think I've ever seen an associate's that is competency-based, which means you'll end up going to a traditionally focused school. You'll have to take at least 15 credits in residency at that location, Thomas Edison maybe being one exception to that rule, but you're probably gonna spend somewhere around 15 times $400. That's like $6,000 just for the courses. And you could have spent less than that on your entire bachelor's at one of these competency-based schools. I'm gonna coin another problem with this, false milestone confidence. A lot of people think, okay, if I can hit this smaller goal, then I'll hit the bigger goal for sure. But A, the bigger goal is not actually that much harder than the smaller goal in this case, because really once you get going college hacking and you're earning credits and passing SOFIA courses and CLEP exams, doing competency-based courses, it's much easier to keep going. But if you've built in this sort of like natural stopping point, like, hey, I've accomplished part A, I've got the associate's degree, it's very easy to just take a break and pause and never start going again. I said A earlier, but I think I somehow kind of like mushed points A and B together there. And this can be so much worse if you're trying to transfer from associates at one school to bachelor's at another, because remember, you have to do 25% of the degree at each school. And so that's 15 credits of associates, and then that's 30 credits of business. So, I mean, because WGU doesn't offer an associates, you're looking at having to take at least 45, probably more because WGU degrees typically require more, but you're looking at having to pay extra and take longer for this degree by a significant amount than if you just went in for that bachelor's degree. And the fact of the matter is that once you have that bachelor's degree, you're never gonna think about the associate's degree ever again. It's the same way with Matt from, going from bachelor's to master's. If I have a master's degree, nobody asks me what my bachelor's is in. It simply ceases to matter. It almost doesn't exist anymore. And why should it? Because I've got a master's. Well, and then of course after the master's, I've got a PhD. So does my master's even matter anymore? All of that being said, unless you're going into a career field where there are literal job requirement listings under the job you want that say must have an associate's or similar in this topic, there's almost not a single good reason to get an associate's if you're already planning on getting a bachelor's degree anyway. But this question has really made me curious about something slightly related. I want to know what you folks in our community, you college hackers, are wanting to do with the bachelor's degree you get. Like, what's the career dream here? Like, why do you need this degree? What is it going to help you do? Because at the end of the day, what really matters is planning backwards and making sure that we're making the smartest decisions now so that we are hitting our targets under budget, under time budget, and having a good time doing it. So what's your career dream that a bachelor's degree will help you accomplish? Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy